I feel like there's so much I could talk about with this, but I'm trying to keep this video real short because my last few videos have been getting a little long, girl, and I don't have time to be going on and on and on and on about this littlest of things. So we're gonna keep this real short and real cute and real to the point. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the team. My name is Mars, and it's nice to meet you, girl. Nice to meet you. So, for this video, y'all, we're talking about all things, everything wrong. All things, everything wrong with Tinder, Jack, GRINDR, eHarmony, Christian Mingle, FarmersMeet.com, any of those little platforms, any of those little websites. We have to get into some things because I feel like a lot of people, especially in this age, we're sliding into folks' DMs. We're not really asking people out on dates face to face anymore. We're really in the digital age, and people are they're really obsessed. They're really obsessed with online dating, and I feel like nowadays everyone's so stuck up. So we have to clarify some things. With Valentine's Day approaching, I feel like everybody's gonna be looking for the next hookup, for some love, a little romance. If you're single, people seem to flock to these freaking apps and just look for love. Like, I don't know what it is around Valentine's Day. I feel like people are just always, if they don't have a relationship, they're even more crushed. They're even more just like,
I don't have a Valentine, and I don't know.
And it's just like, it's so uncalled for. Like, okay, you don't have Valentine's Day, like, where's your self-love? Take yourself out. First of all, the first thing that I have, like, my first issue with Tinder, because I'm on Tinder, well, not anymore, I just deleted my page, but I have been on Tinder. And the first thing wrong with that is it's very self-absorbed. Like, everyone's there for looks. If you don't like what you see, you swipe left. If you like it, you swipe right. But there's always more people than what they look on the outside. That's what I always say. You could be bypassing a person that could be so great for you, but you're so busy looking at, oh, they have washboard abs. Is he this? Is she that? We're always so focused on what their outside looks like, but the outside can only get you so far. Yes, you have to be sexually attracted to a person, but there's always more. Like, what are your thoughts? What are your morals? What are your ethics? What do you think about on an intellectual type of level? What are those types of things? Like, what more do you have to offer? So that's my first thing wrong with Tinder. Like, people are just swiping right and left, okay? And then when we're swiping right, we don't even speak. And I have a friend, and I'm not gonna call him out, but I have a friend who's on Tinder, and he's like, oh, I swipe right, but I don't speak. I don't speak. And I'm just like, sir, like, you're on a why? First of all, why aren't we speaking? Like, we're on a dating app. Like, come on now, like. Everybody's on this dating app, and clearly we're here to meet other people. What's the purpose of matching with someone you don't speak? Like, I'm genuinely confused. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. You're gonna match with someone but don't speak, and I'm honestly guilty of this myself, but I have to, call myself out too in this video because this is everything wrong with. Okay, everything wrong with. So, I just for me, why I don't speak to people, and I do. I just don't get on the app and I just swipe right and don't say anything. But I just naturally, it's weird. Like, what's the icebreaker? It's like, hey, the conversation is very dry, for one. But if you get past that, you can really have a great conversation with somebody. Like, we're at the end of the day, we're all on this dating app, or whichever app you may use to meet people, hook up with people, whatever the case, whatever you're on there for, you're there to meet other people. So there's no purpose of getting online, matching with someone, liking someone, and not messaging them. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. So we should stop doing that. This is 2020. We should stop doing that. Yep. And on the side of matching with someone based on looks and preferences, okay, I get that. I get we all have preferences. We all have things that we naturally like. But there's a difference, and this is more so to the Jack, the GRINDR, the gay boys. Why are we getting on apps, right? And it's more so no fat, no femmes, no blacks, no Asians. What? Like, and you're a white man. Just say you're white for white and go. Like, for real. That's another thing I can't. That's everything wrong with. Okay, because this is everything wrong with Tinder and everything, you know. But just go. Like, why put that in your bio? Like, I get we have our preferences, but you don't see how that might look a certain type of way. You don't see how that could be perceived, especially to a black, a femme, or an Asian. You don't. I mean, it's weird. I would prefer you to say white for white and go, like, literally. Okay. And on the side note, don't be on, because we just have to get into it. Jacked is more so for the black folks. Apparently, I don't ever use that. And GRINDR is allegedly for the white folks. So if you're on Jack talking about, no blacks, no fats, no femmes, no Asians, just hop your ass over to the other platform. Like, why are you? I don't get it. I wish you would stop doing that, because it's old, it's tired, there's I don't even have to talk too much about it. It's tired, it's old, and it's sick. Next topic. Okay, so I think we all mostly know that dating apps are used for hooking up. People initially got on there for relationships, looking for love, which I don't know how accurate or how often that happens. But people get on these dating apps looking to hook up with folks. People are looking for love, but end up hooking up with folks. Say they're looking for friends, but end up hooking up with folks. So it's very like, okay, we have to talk about the hookup culture in regards to dating apps. When it comes to hookup culture, for one, that's not for me. I don't do that. I don't know, and I'm not shaming anyone who's into that, but it's not for me. I'm just naturally not that trusting of folks. For me, you just never know who the killer is. You never know who's the person behind the profile. You just never know. So for me, I'm just never hooking up. I'm not hooking up with Joe Schmo from down the block. I'm not hooking up with Down Low Jerry, who lives on, Ben Street. That's not for me. It's not what I do. But I don't shame people who get on these apps and, do that for, a one-night stand, a one-off, and move on. But we have to talk about hookup culture, though. We have to talk about it, because when it comes to hookup culture, we need to be safe. We need to wrap it up. Prep. Okay? So, hookup culture. For one thing, I wish we would stop shaming folks who get on apps like Jack and calling them hoes and every other whore in the book, because it's not like it's not like even if we wouldn't personally do it ourselves, we shouldn't shame others who are willing to just go out there and have a little fun. Some people live by, I'm here for a fun time, not a long time. Some people just, they want to just get their rocks off and move on. We really shouldn't be out here shaming folks for doing so, even if we wouldn't personally do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, the slut shaming has to stop, especially from even the straight side. I feel like people look at the gay culture as, all we do is hook and move along, or we just hook it and book it, and it's just we just dot and bob, and that's not the case. So I wish we would all just stop slut shaming folks for using these types of apps. I wish we would stop saying, he's just here to hook up with someone, he's just on Jack because he wants some. It's like just stop. Just stop. I get it. Hookup culture might not be for all of us. It really isn't for me. But just because someone is on a certain app doesn't mean we have to shame them, slut shame them, or any of that. Like, there's no purpose. People are always gonna do them. People are always gonna do what they want to do, and that's just life. So, hookup culture, it comes with dating. It comes with online dating. It comes with all of that. But just if you're hooking up, make sure you're safe. Make sure you're safe. And that goes beyond STDs and all of that. Make sure you know who you're talking to, because people are catfishing in 2020. And honestly, that's another thing wrong with That's another thing wrong with online dating. Why are we still catfishing? Why? Like, why is this? Why are we in 2020 and still using Megan Thee Stallion's profile picture? Like, why are we still saying, you know, we're John from Chicago, but we're using Philly's pic from Florida? Like, what? And I see this way too often. People are posting on their Instagram stories talking about, oh, this is a fake page. If you see this, report it. Oh, someone's using their pictures from Instagram on some fake Jack page or Tinder page over in Wisconsin. Like, why are we so catfishing? Be you, be who you are. Simple. And alongside of being who you are, being down low and on dating apps. Someone wanted me to talk about this in this video, and being down low and on dating apps. Okay, for me, I don't do down low. I feel like if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're not gonna be comfortable with me. Period. Like, that's just that. So, I mean, I get everyone has to mix and mingle and try to meet other people through these apps. That's what they're there for. But if you're down low and on apps, it comes with it's very I don't have the word for it right now. I just kind of blanked. But so what was my next point, Jack? Because I don't even remember. I had like so many things written in my notes. I probably can't see them, but yeah. Anyways, I just blanked, so we're gonna wrap this video up. So I feel like dating is online dating, Tinder, Jack, eHarmony, Christian Mingle, whatever else may be out there. I don't know. I feel like it's good to meet people, especially for gays and the LGBTQ community, because for our community, we can't just, you know, walk up to someone in the CVS and be like, hey, I think you're cute, this, that, and the third. Because 9 times out of 10, they either, or, you know, I'll say like 50-50, they're not even 50-50, like they're really, most often they're straight. So we can't do that. It's very good to have the apps so that you can go out and meet people, but just make sure you're being safe with it. Make sure you're not just being like a total, like, a-hole about it. Use your own pictures. You know, if you're gonna swipe right on someone, make sure you're at least gonna talk to them. What's the point? What's the purpose of swiping right if you're not going to? What else did I say? I keep blanking on this video. This is a hot mess. Let's stop shaming folks. Let's stop calling them hoes and and sluts and whatever else. Let's just, you know, stop shaming folks. And, you know, if you have your preferences, you know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with preferences, but just keep that to yourself. I don't feel like that should be vocalized on your bio, especially on Tinder. If you're on Tinder, swipe left. Common sense, okay? That's it. But yeah, y'all, I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you're on Tinder or Jack or GRINDR or eHarmony or what's some other ones? Because I really don't know. But if you're on any of those websites or platforms or apps or anything like that, make sure you're being safe. Make sure you're watching now. Make sure you watch your back. And if you have any red flags for any of these little things, or whoever you're talking to, make sure you watch out for who you're talking to. Because at the end of the day, you never know who the killer is. If you're gonna take anything from this video, make sure you take away that you never know who the killer is. That should be your Mars takeaway, okay? Yeah, y'all, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, you know, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you in the next video. Alright, peace.